I found it by chance. I was scrolling through Reddit when I found it. r/Nancore. But looking through the messages there, they weren't exactly normal. So I'm gonna see what I can find. First off, what does Nan mean? So I searched up what it could mean. And looking through the answers, I got in, into, and within. My guess as the answer is it's within, because within core makes more sense. But let's actually start looking within. The first image is of a Minecraft world with a birch tree looking off into the sunset with its dog. But it's what it said that had me interested. Odd poem of sorrowful screams. I checked to see if odd translated into anything, and it did not. So I'm assuming it's a misspelling of odd. Now instead of going to the next post, I'm actually going to check the person who's been posting all of these. Because that's a cipher. So I went and I checked. I put it into a cipher translator. So I went down and I looked, but there was nothing. So I went and I checked another site, and I checked all different kinds, everything that I could, but I could still find nothing. And I tried for over 20 minutes to see what it was, but I didn't find anything. And I'll be honest, it won't be the last time. So if you have any idea of the ciphers that I couldn't figure out and what they could mean, please do let me know. But there's also a description. It seems to be talking about someone they lost, somebody who they love, but now they're trapped as something else that they can't get back. But that's all I can find and make of this. The next one read as such. So, do you know? Know at all? Know it all? What is it? What is the question? What is the answer? What is this? What is that? Who are you? And who am I? This is that. And this is this. So what if I was? What if I am? I'm not 100% sure what this could mean, but my guess is it's someone figuring out who they are and trying to. But what that leads to, I don't know. So I'm just gonna go to the next post. The next one says Nan, which we've already figured out what that means. So I'll actually be moving on to this post, which also has a cipher that I think I solved. It translates to lost in forgotten. Yes, I know it says lost and forgot X, but I'm assuming that's a misspelling, and it likely is lost in forgotten. And it seems like lost and forgotten could be referring to someone that they love who is now lost and being forgotten. The next post says, who is that man? So a man asked, who is Neo Ovoi Lan K Nick? And I said, which then leads into two ciphers. For the Morse code cipher, it did translate into another cipher, which, yet again, I could not solve. I could solve the first one. It translates into this. 03 is a sad man, an immortal cursed to a far enter lost his wife and daughters. 03 sits and simple sees forever. Sorry I totally butchered that, but I did try. It seems that the man that's being referred to here is the same man who had made the post about the lost love of his, which does seem to connect that this man is an immortal man, and his wife and daughters likely died out of age. But do take everything I say here as a grain of salt, as I'm only making loose connections and theories that I have gathered from this. The next post says C with a pair of glasses and a clock in one of the lenses. We can likely connect that this is for the immortal man, as it likely symbolizes his eternal life by the symbol of the clock. The next post says Nan again, but it also has a description. Who is I who can destroy it all, yet can do nothing. Up, PG, POF, wrath and fury, love and fear, my world is not. And realizing that this had a description, I checked the other one that just said Nan, and it also too had something. Looking at it, all it says is now, null, 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 is null are words. I don't know what to make of that. But let's not graze over the fact that the last post we checked over seems to be referring to the man as a god of destruction. But it does seem the fact that he lost his love leaves him no desire to do so. But no, it seems he does have a desire to because of this one. Fall, and yet another one dead. How many will fall before the end? How long will this go on? I've lived, and I've lived, and I've lived, and yet I am still here. How many years has it been? How many times have I lived? So it seems that this man is seeing world after world die and destroyed all over again. So does this mean he does not choose to destroy this world? Or does he choose to? I'm assuming he doesn't choose to. The next one only says, into the fourth everwords. So this seems to indicate that maybe he's moved on. Or this could mean something else. I am not sure. But after this, there is only one message left, posted today. And that's all I have left. All it says is, who is this guy? He seems familiar. With a person who seems to have sent a message. And that's all. This story seems to be about a man. An immortal man who watches worlds and worlds be destroyed around him. A man who lost his love and lost his daughters. Seems to be all that there is. And he has enough of his life. But that's all I can get. And that is my theory. But this story is still ongoing. And I will return when there is more. This is a new series that I'll be doing, where I cover underrated ARGs and ARGs that have not been covered. I do this because I have my own called The Tales of the Shadow, which might not be good, but it's not really seen. This is my email address. If you wish to email me about any ARGs you found, please do send. But seriously, don't do this to spam. I'm just doing this because I need other ARGs for this list that you would like to see. That is all, and have a good night.